2 superpowers, 4 now. First is our ability to touch something. This connection or touching is a strange thing. With this idea in the background, I think of a time when I was sleeping and Yahweh descended, as it were, hovering over me in my bed. And in the dream state, Yahweh asked, "What is the password for your body?" Now as I was half asleep, and tired, I did not give the answer any thought. And drifted off again. 5 minutes later, Yahweh hovered again over me and gave me the answer, "The password for your body is my love." Now I knew the words, "my love," was in the sense of an affectionate nickname, something one would call someone they love, as in, "my honey," or "my precious," or "my love." This was the password. Now, first, a password implies that something can open up, or otherwise, that something is locked. So this is a strange thing that Yahweh was presenting to me. There is much to unravel here, but for now I just want to come back to the point of touching. So, almost daily, I kiss my physical body with love. This is a sort of touching. Then I speak to my physical body, "Be healthy, life, healing, strength, youth, beauty." It is the touching by way of the password that lets the words and intention go inside. A second superpower is seeking. It is not so much the finding, it is the seeking, which is a strange power, as it were. Daily seeking of Christ. It's the seeking. And then this strange idea of seeking the kingdom of God. Now here I know there is this question of the distinction, if any, between the gospel of salvation and the gospel of the kingdom. And what this kingdom is, I am not sure of. Apparently it is something. Jesus seems to hammer away at this kingdom notion. Now we fall asleep at the first definition, but my earlier idea was that the kingdom is a sort of dominion, God on his throne and an army of angels with swords, or nearby, the idea of the hand of God that sought things out on earth. But Jesus' metaphors, repeatedly, seem to suggest the opposite, to a point. Then what is this anomalous agency called the kingdom? And we should seek it, then all things will be added to us. Apparently the kingdom is less the idea of God and his army, and more like a seed. The kingdom is like a seed, or leaven hidden and spreading out in dough. And what about this one? One must be like a child in order to enter the kingdom. Does this notion of a child not suggest the kingdom is something other, an otherness? Though very real, it must be viewed at first from an abstract angle. And, the big one, the kingdom is inside you. And another big one, the violent take the kingdom by force. Perhaps this verse means just what it says. So does everyone, even those without light in their brain mind, have access to the anomalous agency called the kingdom. Is the kingdom inside those in the dark? Possibly, either by force or by the way of a child. And I like this one. Jesus says he will come in his kingdom, not come with his kingdom. Matthew 16 New King James Translation. Assuredly, I say to you, there are some standing here who shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. And why does the kingdom have righteousness if it is a dimensional state? That is to seek the kingdom and its righteousness. Perhaps the following verse gives us a clue to this enigmatic kingdom of God. Matthew 13, again, the kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field, which a man found and hid, and for joy over it he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. Now this is strange to me, and revealing. This verse seems to emphasize a man alone in the world, seeking something, finding something all alone, leaving everything, finding everything. It's not about the treasure, it's about a human in a liminal place, walking forever on the sharp edge of a blade, beyond things and in between things. Can this be a clue to the kingdom? Even the state of righteousness, which must be buried within the anomalous agency of the kingdom, is a beyondness, a liminal state, a sharp and distinct edge, as though walking on the sharp blade of being, and walking beyond and between all things, seeing only wonderful things.